they have their thumb ready to go back to the newsfeed. I have gone up against internal teams of e-commerce titans. There's an underground group of people, blah, 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 being vomited on. You're a merchant of attention. Because they didn't believe it either. Obviously, while I'm very bullish on long form copy, I usually, once I'm done with my first draft, my first line of editing is to chop 15% of the word count down. You use too many words when you don't need to, even I do. And if you can do long form, but have it be like a greased shoot where it's long, but every line is really good, that's where you get the most dividends. So yeah, I just chop down that lead in just slightly and just say what's absolutely critical. They are already bombarded with negative news. You cannot turn on a news station in America right now without hearing negative news on. So they're in that market. It's an echo chamber. Record high like wage inflation. Inflation's at a 45 or a 70-year high in the US. 10% of the workforce is getting culled. 60% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. That's already what they're hearing. So you don't have a glimmer of hope for them right now. You do need to address it because that's the big elephant in the room, right? You can't just be like, here's how to make magic money with my system and everything's good and it's sunshine and baby giggles. If you're using that as your lead, why would I read the rest of the copy? Because you're just promising me doom and gloom. I get that for free on the television. That's where you'd start in the middle of the sentence. I couldn't believe that even with everything that's going on in the economy right now, I could still leave my full-time job by only working 2 hours a week using this magic miracle system. Of course not in that verbatim copy, but you get where I'm going. Your lead in would be a promise to hope, and then you could go into that. Look, 2022's been rough, and if it's anything what people are saying, 2023 is gonna be much, much tougher. However, there's an underground group of people, blah, 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 right? And then you kind of allude to it. I wouldn't want to bombard them too much with all the negative shit in the lead in. I say it all the time, like you can't just come out and say, here is how to lose weight. Just eat less. It's like, be at a calorie deficit and exercise more than what you consume. Oh, I'm not gonna do that. You need to be like, here is this, mint leaf grown in the Peruvian mountains that you just eat at night and it turns your body into a fat melting machine. Like, the more sophisticated it is, the more crazy the unique mechanism needs to be around it and the more specific the claims need to be. So escaping the rat race is not specific enough. That is what we're trying to say. How do you say that in a way that's got more intrigue and more believability than what you've got? I don't think that the pro trader angle is. I don't think that the Warren Buffett angle is. I don't think the millionaire angle is. Maybe the ex-tour guide, I think that could be good. Because why? Because it is talking about the lowest common denominator of that market. Yeah, Warren Buffett, he's the richest man in the world. I don't give a what he's doing with his portfolio. That doesn't apply to me. I'm a janitor. I work in fast food. Like, I work in a corporate job. That's not me. Prodigy trader, yeah, he's got all these special abilities that I don't have, so I don't need to read this. All of those things. It's like, no, like they don't apply to me. But an ex-tour guide, yeah, you'll just notice it like in a lot of different things. It's like we were going over a dating offer and it will be like how like a 35-year-old balding man picks up model quality women on Tinder. It's not like how a Wall Street banker picks up high quality women on dating apps or something like that. You want the prospect to have that moment, well, if a tour guide earning $23,000 a year living in Idaho can do it, I think I can do it too. So that's why like it's a little bit different with this market because it's a biz.op market. We're not promising advice from like millionaire property investor reveals the 12 suburbs that are set to explode. That's like insider information coming from a trusted authority. So we're using the appeal to authority angle on that one, right? But on this, we're taking it's so simple and foolproof that any person can do it. A way that you would be able to apply that angle is like Warren Buffett breaks his silence on how the lower class or the middle class can break free using this system. That would be like a way to leverage that, but I still think a story hook would do better than that. They're not even revealing what it is to get there until they get to the time of the pitch. It's like leading up, building up, building up, and then it's like they'll be agitating the problem. Like most people are going to be losing their jobs. Inflation's going to continue to go up. Your job security is going down. You've got, no job satisfaction. You don't like anything that's going on here, blah, 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 blah. And then they'll be like, then there'll be the big reveal. And this is how you do it. It would be different. Let's just say that you were running this as a crypto offer when crypto was exploding. Then of course you talk about the mechanism in it because you've got wind behind you, but you've got tailwinds. In this, you've got headwinds because the market is so bad. No one wants to know about stock trading and crypto right now because, as you said, it's a bloodbath. So in their mind, you're fighting all the resistance of now this is the worst time I could ever be looking into this because it's just 24 hours a day, 7 days a week being vomited on me by the news about the S&P is down, this is down, crypto is down, there's all of these other things that are happening. So just trying to fight that in the market by revealing our hand is not a good idea. Financial education is a snooze fest, absolute boredom, but a magic 3-step system that helps people exit the 9-to-5 rat race is not. It's very intriguing. It's very exciting. There's a lot going on there. So that's what it is that you want to go into. If all of your skills are only based on the algorithm and they're only going to be removed, the half-life of learning that skill is very, very small. All the time that you invest, Facebook ads courses, the media buying, being in Facebook ad buyers, understanding every little nuance of the different targeting, all that stuff's being removed. So all the time that you invest in those things, you won't be able to get paid interest on that in 3 years' time. It's going to disappear. So you just sink all that cost. Whereas you spend that same amount of time and energy in like understanding human psychology, what makes people buy, really learning how to write copy, that's not going away. That hasn't changed in 1,000 years. That's the area that you want to invest on your skills, and that's where you can learn the most here in these 4 walls with this team. That will serve you. And I'm not discounting that it's not valuable being a media buyer. It's incredibly valuable, but we all know where it is ultimately heading on that side of things. We see Google's ahead of it than Facebook, and it's just like now even on YouTube, if you don't give them top, middle, and bottom of funnel and you just let them, like that's what the PMax is. Just let me run the damn thing. That's where like I would suggest to like really focus your chops and your energy. Set up some cases so you can see it black and white because you'll only believe it when you see it black and white. Hey guys, if you're enjoying these videos, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell button as we're dropping a video like this every other day on YouTube. And if you've got any questions, just leave a comment below with hashtag HeySubri and I will do my best to get to it.